Hi boys and girls, welcome back to our second day of working on our project. We started out with lines and now we're looking in between those lines and what shapes they create. Last time we filled in the top and today we're going to slowly move down into the next sections. So we might be doing 2 sections today. Last time it was only 1, but today we're going to do 2 sections of our paper. So last time it was really easy to name these lines that created shapes. But this time it's going to be a little tricky. This shape doesn't really have a name. So we're going to color it all in, and even though it doesn't have a name, it's still a shape. It's an organic or a free-form shape. So we can use crayons, we can use markers, we can use color pencils to color in this shape that is created between these 2 lines. So we have this wavy line here and this curvy line here, and the space in between has made this really nice big wavy shape. And even though I can't say what its name is, it still is a shape. So I might even take this shape and I might even take my crayon and draw a line, because maybe I don't want to use just one color on this. Maybe I want to use a couple of colors. So I drew a little line to stop and make sure that instead of having this whole thing be a shape, now I just have this area as a shape. So I can color in just this part as its own shape. And that way, I don't have to color everything the same color. So all this section now, because I drew that little line, that little vertical line there, now this area is a different shape. It's its own shape. And so I can color this in and stop there instead of continuing on. And remember, like we said last time, we're coloring nice and neatly. We're staying inside the lines. Sometimes we make a little mistake, but that's okay. So I have that one spot done. I'm going to work on the next shape that I created. So I like to follow the form of it first and feel how the shape goes around and over and up. And sometimes I turn my paper too, because that just makes it easier for me to reach the other shapes, like this wavy shape that goes up and down. So once I've outlined that shape, it kind of reminds me of like the top of a flower. That's what I think of when I look at this shape. Even though it doesn't have a name, it still creates a shape, a free-form shape. Coloring in nice and neatly. I can see where the white spots are, so I color them in. Don't want to miss any little nooks and crannies. Sometimes I go up and down. Kind of have fun with it while I'm coloring it in. Sometimes I do circles. However you want to do to make sure that it's nice and neatly colored in. Have fun with it. And sometimes your hand starts to hurt. So what I like to do if my hand starts to hurt is I like to shake it out a little bit. Not too much, but just a little bit. Shake, shake, shake. Maybe up and down, just bending it up and down just a little bit, rotating it at the wrist. Maybe pretend it's a sock puppet or a little puppet. Okay, and that makes my hand feel a little bit better if it's starting to hurt. And that way, I can move on to my next color. And I color do I want to put there? I think I want to put orange there. So I'm using markers, but you can use any materials that you have at home, crayons, colored pencils, paint, as long as you're paying attention to those different areas where the lines are and coloring them in. Okay, so that's our first top section that we've colored in. We did the top section last time. This time we did the second section, and now we're going to work on our third section. So if I want to add more lines, I certainly can. So maybe I want to add maybe some loopy lines in here. I like these loopy lines. They're fun. And as I'm adding these loopy lines, I'm creating a section here that's a shape, a section here that's a shape, and here and here. And inside are little shapes. Can you tell what shape that is? I think it looks kind of like a circle. Is that what shape you see? A little circle? So I like these loopy lines. They're fun. They go over and around and down, over, around, and down. And you can do them big or small. But I thought this section needed some more lines. It looked like it was missing some lines. Okay, so now I have these little shapes that are created in there. And so I can take my color and I can follow that. I don't want to go inside the circle because inside the circle is its own different shape. That's going to be its own color. But I'm going to follow the edge and go around the edge with my marker to color it in. So you can see how I did that area there. And if I want to make a pattern, I'm going to skip this one and go to the next one to color in this area to create a pattern of color. Following the edges, it's like following the leader, but the leader is a line. Following the lines, the lines, the lines, we're following the lines wherever they may go. Okay, so I'm making a pattern, so I have yellow, white, and this one's going to be yellow. Okay, so looking at that pattern, yellow, white, yellow, white, yellow, white, yellow. And this is a quick way of creating a pattern because I don't have to constantly take my pen or pencil or crayon or marker and put it down and get another one and then put that one down and get this one. So I'm just coloring it all in the same time. So yellow, white, yellow, white, yellow, white, yellow, white, yellow. Almost at the end. Sometimes we get a little bit of color on us, that's okay. It washes off. Still making sure I'm coloring in those white spots. All right, yellow, white, yellow, white, yellow, white, yellow, white, yellow, white, yellow. And this is the last yellow one I'm going to do. So now I can see where I need to color in my next color to finish my pattern. So I'm going to use this nice bright purple. It's called Primrose, and I'm going to color in all those white sections, white shapes that I've created. And because I paid attention to the pattern earlier, it makes it easy for me to know which ones I need to color in. It takes away that guesswork. So I know I need to color in this one, and when I'm done coloring this one in, I need to color in this one. Those white spots. And I'm done with that one, so I do the next one. Following the form, going around the edges, and coloring inside those lines. And it's creating its own shape. Now I go to the next one. Almost done, but I'm taking my time. Making sure to take my time. I don't want to rush, because if I rush, I might not be super proud of it because I'm not doing my best. So everything you do, try and try to do your best. Okay, and the next one, after this one, I only have one more to do. I like this shape. It's a fun shape. Get those white spots. All right, and the last little one here is a teeny tiny one. Okay, now the very last thing I'm going to do on my second day of working on this are the little circles from the loopy lines. So I have to color those in too, not leaving any white spaces. So now I'm going through and coloring in those little circles that were made from the loopy lines. So there's a pattern of different colors of yellow, purple, yellow, purple, yellow, purple, yellow, purple, yellow, purple, yellow, purple. Okay, so you can see that I've done it nice and neatly, colored it in. So today we worked on our second and our third section. So you can tell, am I done yet? No, but we're done for this part for today. So next time we'll work on the next part. I'll see you then.